start out with a warm-up. Similar moves to what we're going to do in the exercise routine. Ready, go. Just do a little speed skater. Again, this is the beginner warm-up, so it's going to be fairly easy stuff just to kind of get you into working out, into exercising. Basically warm up all the muscles in your body. We're going to actually really be watching form in this, so that when we get up to the more intermediate and advanced workouts, we've got our form all figured out. All right, we're going to go to just a high knee. Again, this is the beginner workout. This will get a little bit harder from time to time. If you like to start doing a little bit of jog, you can do that. But we're trying to minimize the impact that we've got. Get your arms moving. Once you're about halfway through this section of the warm-up, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to move over to what I call a T-hold. Now, in the fitness routine, we're going to have our weights out in front of us. We're going to move to the side and bring them down. We're going to bring them back up to the front. We'll turn our hands and do the same thing. Very good for the shoulders, works a lot of different joints. Turn it again, back down to the side. Keep your legs about shoulder width apart, a nice stable stance. Turn them, bring them down to the front. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to do an over-the-top tricep. We'll take a light weight and we'll just take it back to the back and up to the front. Back to the back, up to the front. Now we're really trying to reach as far behind as we can. We're trying to keep the elbows kind of tight to the head rather than kind of bringing them in and flaring them out. This is not what we want to do. Keep them tight. We'll jump down to the floor and we'll start with everybody's favorite little push-up. Now if you really have a hard time with push-ups, you can kind of do them on your knees like this. Bring your knees up closer to your hands and kind of work your way into it. But you really want to get as much as you can. Try and get all the way down. If you're still having a hard time, come all the way back to your knees, like this. Or we can go into what we call a cobra. Just bring our upper body up a little bit. All right, let's get into our actual exercise routine now. We're going to start moving a little faster. 1 to 2 minute round. Start off with a little speed skater. A little bit faster this time. Jump. Great. If not, keep it low. Most important thing is showing up again tomorrow and not being injured. Again, a beginner routine. As we get to the more intermediate and experienced workouts, it'll get a little bit harder, but this is good for now. We don't want to work too hard, wear ourselves out, and not come back again. And about halfway through this section, we're going to move to high knees. That'll be our next exercise. Again, minimizing impact on our body. All right, and here we go. Up to high knees. Same idea with this one. We can just bring our knees up and really kind of pushing a warm up here. A little bit longer. Just kind of easing our way into it, making sure our body's ready to go. 20 seconds, 25 seconds left, and we'll move on to our next spot. Really get those knees up. Don't need to jump in this, we're not running. We're just bringing our knees up, getting going a little bit. We'll have a little break. It'll take about 20 seconds to get into the next section of this routine. At this point, you can find whatever weights we may need on this next exercise. what we're just going to do is we're just going to do a little squat. Now, it's important to keep your knees behind your toes. Go down as far as you can. This is all you can do. That's fine. But the further down you get, the better off you're going to be, as long as you can still get back up. Lean your body forward so you can keep your knees behind your toes. This is what we're looking for here. Back straight, backside sticking out. If you want to, need a little extra, you can grab a weight. But really our priority at this beginner level is to actually get down there and get all the way deep into that squat. We're really going to work our legs for this 2-minute segment right here. Knees back. They should never go over the toes. Just like this. Keep that back straight. Maintain good posture. 40 more seconds in this one. You might be starting to breathe a little bit heavier. You might be starting to get a little sweatier now. If you're not, you probably need to move up to at least the intermediate routine. 15 more seconds. We'll have a little 20-second rest. Okay. Next thing we have, we call an over-the-top tricep. And grab our weights. I've got 10s here. You may use 5s. You may use nothing at all. Let's actually go with the 5s. We want to be able to control this and do it the whole time. Curl right over the top of your head. Work with your biceps and triceps on this. You have these what we call a hammer position. Just like we were going to swing a hammer. Pound a nail in. Keep them going. Don't arch your back. We're just really reaching back with our arms. Bring them back as far as we can. Elbows in. We're working our way up. Maybe to weights. Maybe to a heavier weight. Maybe toward the intermediate workout. So you have to start somewhere, right? If you never start, you can never finish. You hear a lot of times, give your 100%. Well, you can't give 100% all the time. That's why we're going with 88%. Maybe 88% of the time you give 100%. Sometimes you get 80, sometimes you get 90. Maybe you're starting off at 50% and that's all you got that you can give. That's fine. We'll work our way up. Or maybe if you're 100%. Will be a little bit better next time, or you're 88%, as I like to go. Same thing with confidence and that type of thing. You can't be 100% confident. Nobody really likes the guy that's 100% confident. If you're 100% confident all the time, that means you don't try anything new. Because you're only 100% confident when you know exactly what's going to happen. And with new challenges and new exercises. Alright, our next exercise here will be a bridge. We're going to go in this direction. You may want a mat. I've got a padded floor and a mat here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to move up this way. You can see me. Get your shoulder blades against the ground. And just try to get up in a bridge. And up as high as you can, back down. And you're really trying to push that and get that back flat. All the way down, all the way up. Now if this is a little too difficult, you could always bring your feet closer to your body. But really, we need to get that up as high as possible, high as we can. And put your arms out to the side, give yourself a little better balance. Now if this is really easy for you, you can move your feet out a little further. And the further away from your backside your feet are, the better off you are, or the more work you're doing anyway. Now if you really get them out there, you gotta start feeling it in your hamstring. It's not necessarily what we're going for. We're trying to kind of keep them, we're at the top, they'll be about 90 degrees. We're trying to work that glutes, work the glutes. We'll do this for about 2 minutes. Everything's going for about 2 minutes. But we're taking it kind of slow, working our way up to it. Don't forget your breathing. Maybe get to the point. Alright, moving on. We should probably go ahead and we'll get some weights. Whatever we have here, get some weights you feel comfortable with, maybe leg weights, maybe some 5 or 10 pound weights. And we're just going to bend over and back up. Keep the legs straight. You're going to feel a little stretch in your hamstrings. And keep the back straight. You don't want to curve the back. Come to the side here so you can see it. Back straight, legs straight. About halfway through this, we're going to try and add a little bit of a row to it. Get a little bit of extra on this one. Don't lock your knees while you want to keep them straight. You don't want to lock them out like that. It's very bad for your knees. So you have a little bend in your knees. Bringing the weights down. Your back's at about 90 degrees. And then back up. My priority is to prevent injuries. You can't work out if you're hurt. Now, about halfway through, we're going to add a little row to this. Pull your elbows straight out to the side. Bring the weight straight up. Alright. Make sure you keep up. Keep your back straight. If your back's starting to hurt a little bit from this, just try and do the rows. If you don't want to do the deadlift anymore, stay straight up and down. Bring the weights about up as high as you can. If you can bring them to the shoulder right here, that's great. Don't bring them higher than that. But if you can only bring them up here, work your way up to bring them to the top. All right, the next exercise we're going to do is we're going to have one foot back, one hand back, and we're going to punch, and we're going to kick. We're going to punch, and we're going to kick. We're going to punch, and we're always using the back hand or back foot. Punch, kick, swap, punch, kick, punch, kick, punch, kick, punch, and really rotate that body. Punch, kick, punch, kick, And you may not be able to kick super high. Kick to the height that you can. If it's only like that, that's fine. Another option is if you can't get your leg up that high, just bring your knee up. Punch, kick, punch, kick, punch, kick, punch. Maybe a knee, punch, kick. Work on that flexibility a little bit. Maintain your balance though, and we'll move through these. Again, when you get to the fitness level you want to be at, to move up to that intermediate exercises, you'll already know what the moves are. A lot of them are going to be the same. We're going to throw in 10, 12 exercises in the intermediate. Every so often we'll switch them up. All right, looking good. Move back here so you can see again. Last one. Okay, next exercise we're going to do what they call kind of a jump squat. All we're doing is coming down. You're going to go up on your toes. We're not really going to jump, just up on the toes. Now my ceiling is not very tall, so I can't reach all the way up. This one, again, just keep the knees behind the toes. You can get up onto the toes when you go to the top. But when we get down in the squat, you really want to keep the knees behind the toes. So use the arms, swing them, get a little upward movement. Again, the deeper you can go, and the higher you can reach, the more you're going to get out of it. So it's something to work up to. Halfway there, keep it going. Now if you want to try and get a little bit more out of it, but you're not ready to jump yet, you can always do one leg up, the other leg up. You'll really start feeling that. A lot of your pushing the bottom is going to be from that one leg. Still getting no impact though. Ten more seconds. All right, we're going to try and get a little plank in. Now, as we come down here, you can do a plank on your elbows from your knees. A little bit easier. A plank like this is a good start. Or on your hands, your knees. Or obviously you can go all the way to a full plank. You have a hard time holding that for a full minute. Best thing, right about here is good. We're already halfway there. The goal eventually is to keep the back and the waist perfectly straight. Just like this, and do that for the whole minute. That's a pretty good stretch. Now if you can do that already easily enough, start bringing the legs up and the mountain climber, but for now this will be hard enough for beginner workout. We'll go for our front and side raise. We're going to bring the weight out front when the time begins. Again, bring it to the side, down, back up to the middle. All right, let's start now. Come up to the front, the side, down, up, in the front. Now we're going to turn these 90 degrees. Bring them down, back up to the side. Now you'll want to use a light weight on this. You may not want to use any weight at all, at least to start out with. This is only a minute. Pretty good length of time for a weighted T raise. I can feel my shoulders popping a little bit. I know it's there. Make sure we're not taking these up past our shoulders, just right to the front. That's kind of what we're looking for right now. The muscles we're working out. Nice and easy. We want you to come back tomorrow. We're ready for our cool down now. Almost really the same thing we did in the beginning, but afterwards we're going to do a little stretching also. So we'll go back, do our little speed skater cool down, just kind of stretching it out. Maybe getting a good twist in the body when we go. Do this for about 30 seconds. Get that twist going. Get the back feeling better. Don't overdo it. Don't add any. All right, next thing we'll do is our high knees, bringing them up. If you can, kind of give them a little pull, stretch them out some. Maybe hold them up for a second, get a little balance in there while we're stretching them out. Maybe want to put a little chair down, have something to hold to. I got a little wall here. Do kind of our T-hold, but we're going to cross our own arms over. We're going to bring them back. Cross them over, bring them back. Really stretching out that back and that chest at the same time. Same thing with the over-the-top triceps. We'll bring one arm back, and we're going to kind of pull it down. I'm using my right arm and pulling down with my left. Go back down. Same idea on the opposite side. Really pull it out. Another option for our last exercise. We're going to kind of do a cobra on the wall. Try to stretch those out. Get back stretched out. Put the front leg straight out. Get down, touch it, get down as low as you can. Keeping this somewhat straight but not locked. Push that back heel into the ground. Bend the front leg. Stretching that quad or that calf out. Move to the other side. Front leg basically straight, but not locked out. Bend down as far as you can. Get hamstring stretched out. And bend that front leg and push that heel to the ground. Really stretch that calf that's not working for you, you can do all those same exercises kind of on the wall. That calf stretched out in the back. Same idea out the front. Switch legs, calf in the back. Hamstring in the front. All right. Thanks for stopping by. Come and see me again. If you want to do this exercise, you could do it every day. It's not that strenuous. Or you could do it at least 3 times a week. That would be ideal. All right, when you're ready, come back and see me for the intermediate or stay with the beginner.